Alize Rico.
And I'm Noah Freilich, and today we're going to discuss why we chose our major as entrepreneurship.
Okay, so I'm a senior at FGCU, hoping to graduate spring 2025, and yeah.
So I'm a senior as well as at FGCU. I have 3 siblings, and 2 of the older ones are already doing entrepreneurship-esque things, and so that's what got me into it, so that's why I'm here.
All right, so why do you think you chose the entrepreneurship major?
So for a very long time, I've wanted to carry my dad's legacy. He never fulfilled having the college experience. He died from gun violence at a very early age. So basically, I wanted to figure out a way to go to school being debt-free because he had a scholarship to UF. And I was like, dang, it is possible to go to school debt-free. So once I got into high school, I found out that there was a program to where they let me do 2 years in high school and do another 2 years once I graduate debt-free. And I mean, now I just took the classes in high school, passed all of them, had a 4.8 GPA.
Whoa.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. I didn't think it was possible, but I mean, now, like, I put myself, like, in a situation where I was just like, I have to put God first. Like, ever since I've matured at that age where I guess I was just like, all that little girl stuff is, out the way. You got to focus on your career, your future.
Yeah.
So
would you say would you say your personal life like definitely influenced you to start,
definitely
grinding to be an entrepreneur, and if so,
Yeah, definitely, because I can't even lie, my dad was an entrepreneur himself. Even though he didn't go to school, he still worked hard, he hustled hard, had a house, had 2 cars at the age of 20 before he passed away. So that, I feel like I have his drive and his hustle.
Yeah.
And I also look like him, so. But I opened up to God. Like, my mom, like, so many people could vouch for this man. Like, he would go to church every Sunday. Like, that motivated me because I lost my way to church for a very long time throughout my teenage years. But now I started going to church, read his word, and I'm just receiving my blessings like countlessly times. Like, it's just, they just keep coming.
So you would say your spiritual life definitely gives you like a fire to like keep going.
Definitely does. Like, I feel so much better because I feel like I was in a hole for a very long time, being in a small crappy town. And just being in a bigger city. I recently just moved out here, so it's just like meeting new people.
It's a lot nicer.
Yeah, it's more very nice people.
Yeah.
Like, my hometown is very, very, like,
grumpy.
Yeah, and conservative, and you can't do this, you can't do that. Like, make me feel like so closed out in the world. Now I just feel like I'm more free. I'm more, I feel like anything is possible if I just put my mind to it. And just following God's path, not trying to force anything. Like, I'm just trusting the flow right now. Exactly. Honestly, like,
just doing your work, head down, trusting.
Yes, like, I know I can't control everything in my life, but I know just having God in my life and focusing on just, grinding.
Your dad too.
Also that, like, with my grandmother as well. She was the one that raised me after my dad passed away. She was a very hardworking woman. She, like, it was back in the day. It was like, oh, you have to get married, and so she got married at a very early age. Always a hardworking woman. This lady is a workaholic, like, to this day. Like, she's like about to be 60 years old. She still doesn't want to like sit down. So she just, she motivated me as well. Like, she's the physical motivation, and my dad is like the spiritual motivation. Definitely.
And also, was there a specific moment that you were like, okay, like in high school, when were you like, I want to do the entrepreneurship major? Because obviously you just came straight from high school to 2 years, so.
So during those 2 years in high school, my 11th to 12th grade year, I did not know what I was getting myself into, honestly. I was like, I don't know what I want to do when I get out. And it just, like, stuck to me, like, it is possible to, do whatever I want, just being my own boss. Like, I knew I wasn't a worker. I knew I had to become my own boss somehow.
Yeah.
And social media, like, influenced me a lot. There's a lot of estheticians and, cosmetologists. And I figured out that I want to become a medical esthetician,
Nice.
Build my own med spa,
Yeah.
and incorporate, like, health with beauty. So
It's a great idea.
yeah, definitely. So thank you. Yeah,
Nice.
that's it. So jumping into entrepreneurship, do you feel like it's a job, or you basically not working a day in your life?
Yeah, so that's also another reason why I chose entrepreneurship major. That's one of the biggest things about it is being in entrepreneurship. You're able to, choose a career based off something that you find a passion behind. So then that makes it feel not as much like work. Because, a lot of people, they find these 9-to-5s, clock in, clock out. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I feel like we're all smarter than just to, settle for a base paid job that you spend 8 hours a day just sitting at a desk working for a bigger company. We're all smart enough to think of ideas that can help society in general. So I feel like for entrepreneurship, that's one of the biggest things is once I find the path that I love and something that I can build to help people, that's something I want to do. So I'm not going to get burnt out of it. I'm not going to, get depressed. That's something I want to do, and it feels, good to have value.
And you're going to want to get up every day.
Exactly. You're going to have early mornings, and that's okay. I'm going to have late nights, early mornings. I know it's going to be a grind, but at least it's something I know that I have a love for, and not just, I'm getting up for this company. I got to do this for them. And if I have to put in a few years of man hours for companies, that's going to be all right. I'm willing to do that. But the end goal, obviously, is to do something that I love and a passion for. And even starting out as sales, which is what I want to originally do to, like I said, build connections and salary. Even then, I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy networking. I enjoy selling a product I believe in because I've learned about this company. I interned with them. I do believe in the product. It's a great product. So, it's going to be something I'm going to enjoy to do, selling a product I believe in, and then ultimately starting my own business and then selling a product I believe in. So, yep. That's why I like that.
Tell me a story of something that stuck with you that made you want to get into this major.
That's a good question. So when I was in high school, I think it was 9th grade, at first I wanted to be a lawyer, and that's because my uncle was a lawyer, and it makes good money. It's a pretty good job, but it's very stressful, and I figured it'd be tough to back up clients that are guilty. So I eventually got off that, and then one day my dad actually ended up bringing me into his office and showing me all the things he had laid out. He showed me how he gets production done, what exactly he does on a day-to-day basis, and all the products he had in his office that he hadn't put out yet. So the public hasn't seen it, but I was able to. And I thought that was pretty cool. Like, you got something basically like in the arsenal that you're ready to put out to the public, and it could be a big prototype. Yeah, exactly. And so I was like, oh, that's super cool. And like, he built it himself, so it gives you like something to be proud of. And so basically, when he took me through his workday, I thought it was pretty cool to be able to produce a product that has helped society a lot. And so that was when I was like, all right, like, an entrepreneurship seems like a very cool thing to do, or an entrepreneur. And it's a job where you're doing something that you have a passion about, like you're hustling for something that could help society and that you have a passion behind. Because a lot of people nowadays get jobs that they don't really care about, and they get burnt out by the time they're 30. So I feel like entrepreneurship is the thing that could help me be passionate about my work to my late 60s or 70s, and however long I want to do it. So that was the specific moment where I was like, all right, that's what I want to do, be an entrepreneur and hustle to build a product that I love and that could help society.
So what made you choose your major?
So, wait, am I talking to you or the camera?
No, yeah, talk to her.
Oh, okay. Gotcha, yeah.
Okay, what made you choose your major?
So the reason I chose my entrepreneurship major is because growing up, my dad was a big-time entrepreneur. He started his own business at 20, and he grew that until he was 35, and then eventually he was able to, sit back and watch his company grow while also helping it. So I feel like I get my entrepreneurship spirit from him. He was hustling hard all throughout his 20s and his young 30s, and I admire that grind he had. And honestly, it's probably a pretty cool feeling to start a business that people actually used. So his company was called Magnetic Messenger. So like people's pictures you see on their fridge that have the magnets on the back, he started that basically. And
Eventually sold it to a big company, but like something like that you see everyone uses, it has to be a pretty cool feeling, especially knowing you hustled your whole life to do it. So I feel like I just get that spirit from him to work hard and, you know, find something that the world could use to help it be a better place, I guess. And then he passed it down to me. My brothers, now my two older brothers are working at a company selling cybersecurity, and they're killing it. Obviously, their end goal is to start their own business, but right now they're just building connections, you know, building a salary, and then they'll figure out what to do from there. So that's what I want to do. I want to get a job at that sales company, and in order for me to get a job there, I have to have a major or a business degree. And entrepreneurship fit it the best because, you know, we learn how to start businesses, how to, you know, network out, and like the steps to, you know, growing a business. So I just figured this would be the best major for me. And yeah, so basically I want to, you know, start at that company. Hopefully this major is going to help me out a lot there, and then eventually start my own business. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I mean, I'll
What
probably
type of industry you want to get into?
So the sales company is a cybersecurity company. So they basically, my job as a salesman would be to sell their product to other companies, basically that have like not as good of software or not up to date software, and we'll come in and install a new software that helps them prevent them from getting hacked or stuff like that. So, like I said, I just feel like this major was the best fit for me, and that's why I did it.